All right, joining me for more on the just concluded press conference is my colleague Jessica Taneja. Jessica, what more can you tell us about the key takeaways from that press conference? Also, significantly, Turkish drones were used by the Pakistani armed forces to target India.
That's correct. That is what was briefed during the presser we saw just a short while ago, Ramesh, and also pointing out that Turkey does contribute to Pakistan's defense supplies about 6 to 8% if you go by what the Stockholm International Research and Peace Institute has to say. Well, in that effect, the Turkish drones, as India has said, were identified. There were drones of Turkish origin, about 300 to 400 of them, as per the official confirmation we've got from the presser just a short while ago from Colonel Sophia Qureshi, as well as Wing Commander Vyomika Singh, along with Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri. Now, you also heard Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri talk about a possible IMF bailout meet in the evening, in the morning today at Washington, D.C., here in the evening, but morning in D.C. And that will be very crucial and important to look at, Ramesh, because this is the time Pakistan is seeking the last tranche of bailout, which is about $1.13 billion. It desperately needs a country which has an external debt of $130 billion right now, most of which is owned by China, and of course its forex reserves are down to 15 billion, could only last for up to another 3 months of energy purchases. So things seem pretty difficult for Pakistan, and India has said that it will continue to push for Pakistan to not get this a relief package or a bailout package again from the IMF, as this will go further to teach a lesson to Pakistan and as to how it continued to violate various clauses of the IMF bailout, which includes creating macroeconomic stability. Leave that alone. There is no political stability as well. Fiscal policy pretty much has not shown any positive direction so far. Plus, the kind of crisis Pakistan has plunged into, it is estimated that it won't be able to survive a prolonged war. Well, those numbers still seem to suggest that Pakistan's economic situation could worsen, and India on that front as well, on the economic front as well, will try and isolate Pakistan when it comes to the more important issues that it has to deal with back home is economy, inflation, and its people potentially starving.
Also, Colonel Qureshi and Wing Commander Singh reporting there in that briefing about Pakistan's irresponsible move to keep its civilian airspace open. Viewers, this would interest some of our viewers in foreign countries as well. An unscrupulous Pakistan, Jessica, using civilian airplanes as a shield while targeting India with drones, deliberately keeping their civil airspace open, thereby putting the lives of commercial aircraft and passengers alike in danger.
That's correct, Ramesh, and that was pointed out at the press briefing just a short while ago. A picture was shown, and that was perhaps showing all the commercial aircraft which were shielding their drone strikes. And of course, those drones were also trying to gather a lot of data, but those attempts were thwarted, and Indian air defenses worked quite efficiently to take down those drones, about 300 to 400 of them. And India has, of course, responded in a manner that would look at how Pakistan would be at the receiving end of continuing to emanate terror from its soil, and that is perhaps what it has continued to do in the longest run. But from what we are given to understand, among many other issues that Pakistan currently faces with, this is perhaps a new low. You heard the Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri also say that the limits to an extent that would come at this time have at some places been crossed, where Pakistan has indulged in flagrant violation, not just along the line of control, but also with its disinformation warfare, which is continuing to become difficult to counter at this point, because there is just a lot that is going unfiltered from the other side, and to have a constant check on the kind of wrong information being peddled from the other side continues to mount certain trouble as well. But at the same time, the desperation that has been seen from the Pakistani side in order to overwhelmingly move ahead with its military actions targeting military bases is not something India is going to take sitting down, and there will be a bit of befitting reply in case Pakistan indulges in that kind of aggression again, is what we were told at the press briefing today. Ramesh.
All right, we'll leave it there. Jessica, Taneja reporting there on the just concluded press conference addressed by the Indian Ministry of External Affairs, the Indian Army and the Indian Air Force.